Taki Fia. I need Makasa Menindi. Machina Baha, Ibidinkumo. Manager, also to Michobuko. When they met the pa, anytime I show Ibidinkumo is about your deep knowledge of our national team. What AFCON's a bro 12.
Yeah, that's true.
AFCON's a work of a bro 12. Both as journalist and as a player rep. A bro 12.
That's true. That's true.
The man have been a book in about.
Evia, what can you over starting now? Why?
Correct.
Why forward?
Or say, how you to come back? And so
because there's always going to be some controversy sort of in the book, and you're waiting.
Wow.
If I should borrow words of Pandia or Yusu, emotional intelligence.
Sure.
See. Sure. And you're not waiting but more already a bit me I could be a chair so they are together.
And the not things especially from the media, sometimes what witness it wouldn't be a cause. How do you feel? Do you laugh?
I mean, the shadow frame a couple of months ago. And na medical in a casa, I'm a worker, years ago.
Years back.
And a couple of months ago, a friend was saying, boss, sorry. Let me say, why?
Why?
So the things you tell me some time back, I feel say it not be true. But now we have been deep into the football. Some of the things that they talk about my boss, with fabrication and lies. Mm-hmm. Now I understand. Mm-hmm. I'm saying, well,
only different.
Yeah. It's easier said than done. But Obenya, Bone say, oh, Sadia, I can't cry and cry. And pretty, there's a Samoan the issue about why
Alan Green.
Yeah, can be. Now they did this, now someone this, now they did this. Sasa. No, what is there to talk about again?
Sure, of course.
There's nothing to talk about again. And most of them are lies and fabrication. Baby and trouble. Because in the space of media, they dwelling on controversy and sensationalism. Yes. And unfortunately, that's what sells. Oko kase the day I chair Fifi Sika and news. But because they didn't need some more kuntokwa. My phone will be ringing in a couple of minutes just to cross check and put grapho the omodi ever count on or market candy any need the woman in our account. The last AFCON I called, I think, was in the Equatorial Guinea. It's almost come. Okay.
The Kamka story in the past.
Which wasn't true. So, you money be real, Honoma. Grapho bombs, Ramon, because Omunim says, I'm grapho me, no more come once a month. Omenya traffic.
But when you show some reason, some basis, there's some undertones, who will be an other interpretation different.
This a thing.
Maybe it's a captain issue.
What about the captain issue?
The day captain, as a Mojan warrior, retire. Sunday, my own say, and I said, people just.
I think it's just okay, whether you like it or not. I think I've said it in the studio before.
Sure.
Say, whether they like it or not, they will one day become Black Stars captain. I didn't. I go for the dinner one van. I'm going for so shots on your president today, and then Okasi in that 6 o'clock. No matter who you are, Obeda, it has come to pass. Dede has said it publicly, openly. Gabon, if I recall, another one here in the interview, and he said it categorically clear. He wants to captain Ghana Black Stars one day, and then share players and I want in him tall lists. Is it illegal to have an ambition?
Maybe it is not.
Maybe in a sports fraternity and a football fraternity, it's illegal to have ambitions to be a captain one day. But there's nothing wrong with Jonathan Mensah said that he wants to captain Black Stars one day. Is there a problem? So, don't you want to aspire to be a CEO of this company one day, if the time comes? Okay. 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 Okay, but head of...
But I get.
Yeah.
Okay.
Who doesn't power?
Oh.
Yes, maybe there will be some elements of truth somewhere, but don't mean him.
Okay.
And as a spokesperson, people don't know. As some of a catcher, maybe you might not be happy with it, but that's maybe, and you make that known within the house. You can't let it go publicly.
Sure.
So all the normalization for Hejuma Kakra.
Yeah.
You want a comfort normalization for Nina Neno.
There be a have to. There be a talk crowd, right?
Sanity.
I'm going to touch on the return of Milovan Rival. Before the official unveiling, someone was posting only a picture. So welcome to Ghana. Do you think that Obey hits and not say Obey miss?
Why should we even think, say, Milo's second coming on Yadi?
Because many believe that the quality of players of the year, Juma, 2010, AFCON, Angola, and South Africa is on the same squad. The managerial support to Nya at the time is not the same. The age, even when you're motivated enough to succeed, 67 years. And Japan will be raising some doubt about whether he will succeed or not.
Okay, yen some running now one by one. Age, how old is he now?
67.
How is Van Gaal?
Luis Van Gaal is pretty old. I mean, 38.
Van Gaal is still coaching, isn't he?
Yes, he is still coaching.
Okay, that is one. Two, quality of players, and you're the same. That is true. But as a coach, before Sobeban, no, I yet the assessment that. I've heard people say he's coming for the money.
Van Gaal is 70.
Yes.
70 years.
So Van Gaal is much older than, and he's still coaching. Yeah. Why do we talk about age here? you get me? Yeah. And Milo, it's natural say, Nahonke Kanoa 10 years ago, no, it will not be the same. It's natural. It's natural. It will not be the same. But Nimdieni Nyansane only 3 minutes here. Menya sure services. It be a big crowd about the I'm not doing the PR for Milo, don't get me wrong. It's here for by the time we finish this interview, you see screaming headlines. I'm not doing PR for Milo, but Nyansani be our become. And let's say, I'm say the older the wine, the better it is.
Fine Italian wine. When you find Serbian wine. But I don't think he's almost motivated. Said you're not here 11 years ago. Because many people question say, we need first of all the caliber of coach and not waiting there to but he did it. You think he will still be as motivated as the first time?
Obia oko bibia oba second time or you're super motivated to do better than what he did or what she did in the past. I'll give you an example. Ofie. Kwesi appear first term and Kwesi appear second term. Me, I have criticized Kwesi Appiah's work, and I'm repeating it here again. I have criticized Kwesi Appiah's work, but second time Kwesi Appiah is coming, the game against South Africa in Cape Coast, and at a game in Sao Tome.
In the last 2 games of one.
Last 2 games, my experience kakra, I'm a war, a deep Black Stars in Ichi. I saw something. Okay. I saw something.
Which is an improvement.
Which massive improvement. It tells you, say, we say Appiah learn from his mistakes. Okay. And I think Milo will do the same, if not better. Because, you said something, say, there were a lot of familiar faces at then. But now, in Hobium. And then no crampo ne feel say and no never man aye because maybe he needs to explain to certain people why you call this player and why didn't you call this player. I remember prior to the 2010 World Cup in Paris, he has to explain why he dropped like Kingston and why this person. And he made it clear. He said, look, like he's not in my plans. He's not in my first 11. And that's it. But Milo, I know, or making a decision now, it's final. Nobody, and I mean nobody, can change his mind. He'll give you the chance. If you don't prove yourself, forget it. No matter who you are. And we need it.
At this point.
We need it. Because there are certain players in the team that they're too relaxed. They feel like their position is
guaranteed.
And they need a bit of competition.
Some players.
Of course. They need some.
Nobody.
Oh, if I want to mention him, I will, but you can't push me to mention names.
Okay.
Let's end it there. Yeah, every from goalkeeper to bench, any technical stuff. Milo say
this player is off, this man is off, and no.
That's it. Medi Blaster is a chiacha kakra. Milo, what you want to do to crowd phone crane to me emboom. Into him boom. Or no beka nini and bekasa. On make gestures be how. Or show din kike. Milo ba player be them unannounced, unexpected. Obana uniwa.
Problem.
This is a Blackstar player be a catcher. So, and you don't know what time we're about. However, we need time just to check on his boys, make sure say you're okay. But in the past, and yes, sir, coach be in the style. Be a first to go and check on them and but also the style no and it worked for him. Maybe this time he's coming with a different strategy. We don't know. Okay. But I pray that he succeeds, and I think he will.
Very good one. Yeah, share. Maybe it's of Siki. Stays with the national team, and your ratings of him. No, it's okay, man. Time,
man. Time, that's my view. Okay. But we share Siki timing not the buy na. Na team no a qualify for AFCON. Dada. If I'm my memory serves me right. About team no is about qualifying already. And AFCON no your focus is not on the AFCON because AFCON no they ever qualify because we know how to qualify for the AFCON. But your focus no a World Cup. But bebree no the amboa CK COVID. Okay. A lot of people are not talking about that, but a major reason. In a game against Ethiopia, 99.9% I can say which I agreed. And I'll borrow Stephen Appiah's famous interview quote in 2008. It's better to play ugly and win than to play beautiful football and lose. The team didn't lose. We won. Team now, you can say, you need there 7 players. Team now, we took 7 out of that squad and went to South Africa. What do you expect?
It's going to be a very difficult game.
It appears as some of us in the media space, media now is divided. There are people who are for CK, and there are people who are against CK. There are people who want Tanko to come. There are people who don't want Tanko to come. There are people who are for Kwesi Appiah. There are people who are not for Kwesi Appiah. We cannot run football like this in this country. Because coach Nibi or Oba, I don't know, maybe some people are on the payroll or have access or again need some important and our favors and our BB from the coaching, when they come on radio, they run down the product now. But don't forget, say, It's the same product. We make money out of it. When you travel to national team, you get a sponsorship from corporate Ghana. You get per diem out of it. So indirectly, you're also benefiting. Team Nanya Dia and Nations Cup and World Cup. As a journalist, you can't put that on your CV.
Sure.
So you've covered the World Cup before, you've covered Nations Cup before. Before I started, you said, I've been to the Nations Cup about 12 times. It's true. It's because you have the positive energy in the team. But or any team in the down. That's a team Nanya Dia. Also affected will be. So as journalists, we have to support the team. And how do we support the team? We support the team by reducing negativity.
See, they also say the FA president.
Sir.
Because negative.
People just want to make a mockery of the team. Just create laughter and just laugh. On social media, on traditional media. To some person almost 3 team Obi to me can say, the day Ayew deserve it to start for a national team. Not too long ago, the same player, Swansea, SVP Awards, is not qualified to start for a national team game. That is your opinion.
But Fifi, you also would admit that in the last 2 games about the Black Stars, the performance never performed. You would agree. Maybe because of lack of football or club side, because we're moving club, only pre-season.
You see, who report it, because say what's nefie are on ball, on your active for this couple of games, Abia, wire rusty kakra. That is fair. That is fair. Can you say, because I am a person, but I feel comfortable mentioning the day I use name or Jordan Ayew name because I can defend it. But other people I can't mention because who could body in Siana say Abia player T and a player P. Enya die on the team no Muntino or Bagana on Yadi. Milo, just to say Milo, I'm a young saying, yes, I net here. Yeah, call 2010 Nations Cup. No, what am I in chance? What am I in chance? Everybody wrote the team off.
We lost our first game by 3 goals.
We lost our first game.
ACM got injured after the first game.
Ivory Coast. And don't forget Togo. At the end, also no Putu and Kabinda.
Play only 1 game against. I think
it was difficult for us. Played 1 game to qualify and all. If we had lost that game, that was it.
Yeah, we carried out. You had that.
It was against Burkina. It was a difficult thing for us, but we went through. So the fact is, these circumstances are players won't because me ben on money, I know what they are going through. But me to me can't already. Baby, I know have a one-on-one. Yeah. It's me a catch. What they go through on the pitch, what they go through off the pitch, have we find out? If you come to the studio and your microphones are distorting and not working properly, can't Akwesi get the best out of you? You won't. Sometimes we should put ourselves in their shoes and go behind the performance on the pitch and find out what is really going on. Obi to meet na at stands in him. Share distance no. Osu. Or the VIP stand no. To no share pitch no. O pitch in the camera. How dare you? How dare you?
Until the minister could say it's playable, but first grass.
How dare you? What the stance no more when we can say pitch because when say green inti. Sometimes there are holes on the pitch and my ball controlling quite difficult.
Because the game before our last game in Cape Coast, normally the machine I'm so level park. A day before the game, machine roller and I'm so.
So what does that tell you?
It means that
there are a lot of things, and these boys play on the pitch. Say on my pass, na say dia distance na we say 50 higher call mugate on morning say or boni say ya or ma external passer na say internal passer e be kwa koto e pim grass no so a there are some free kicks on ma Obona pim when him say a go. But we pim a ball former. Ball no be reduce to even the speed of the ball. There are a lot of things that the players good, but won't be in camp. No more John Wash. Aha. Sometimes no, my blaming players in the brain, and the players also know. I'm not comfortable talking to the media because of Nyoma Bibri. You'll be on any Kasakana recording. I make Equatorial Guinea. Ngoni. No, Ngoni was in Gabon. We decided to say, oh, you know when you go to Nations Cup and journalists want to news now, they'll fabricate stories.
They'll fabricate stories?
Oh, yeah. My experience, they'll fabricate stories. They'll invent stories on their own and put it out there. So, ABBNC. So advise one or two. He said, look, it's like 4 days. There's no press conference, nothing. Apart from training. Won't you back as journalists in the report here?
4 days, nothing.
Our about training. Now, there's nothing. So, I'm going to engage you boys, you know. Now, decided to say no recordings. So just come and talk, have a conversation, and then go and do your story without voices. When you say, if the recorder show more recording. So when you do that, next time, you know, do you think the player will be
comfortable
that day? And Asamoah, they just said, okay, I'm not a captain. But the idea is okay. Speak to Asamoah, is okay. Asamoah told me, say, Fifi, Adiwe,
a Pia
Bonting. I said, oh, many more Kasai. It took him very long time for him to agree. And it happened. So Asamoah in Nimia, what do you think you say?
Because what should I cry now? Recording.
So Nimia, because I'm Mashada. Based on Nyama na I call around and Unkofunya Mongeka and all that. Just to try to help colleagues, you know. And then they're not even interested in Adiana, they were interested in item 13.
The infancy, we are on show cancer. That's why journalists now come to go there. I want to share my African experience. Yeah. But we come about performance of players. Sometimes we have to go behind the who on the field of play to find out. Maybe you are not psychologically, basically, if you are not injured question, you are winning and above beyond the pain barrier. A lot of things contribute to their performance. Jordan, the end, is it on Shego? It's not as if on Bobo or no, the goals are just not coming. What is contributing to that? Is it maybe I didn't know ball? And I'm saying no much more of a team player, losing a killer instincts. And I said there's something happening. I
think it's a football year. Everybody wants to see a player in front and not the back scoring. But Jordan is more of a team player than an individual player. They are making because people still have the Ghana versus Germany, you know, team. But Jordan is more of a team player than. Oh no, he doesn't. I don't want to use the word care. He doesn't see anything wrong if he finds a player in a better position to score than him. Even if people think that he can score, or the player no actually. I can give you many instances. Ghana versus Guinea, Equatorial Guinea, Asamoah, Cross, Pine. So many. Even though we're a striker. I told this to Benedict sometime. He was very critical of Jordan. I said, Jordan, the player, if he for score. I said, look, don't assess him by not scoring. Assess his contribution on the pitch. And it's the reason why Vieira will keep on using him. Because on him, the qualities on him, the way to me provide you on the pitch. If it's not good enough, you don't start him. If it's not scoring enough, don't start him. It's just not about scoring. Scoring, no, there's more pass now, and Pakuna Mount. So for me, his contribution is what is the most important thing.
But this same Vieira, just last week Monday,
Say about the confidence.
Confidence got form because he had a great chance against Brighton on Shanghai 2-0. Last minute they drew that game 1-1. The same manager can't ban the confidence. Don't you think it's a problem?
Well, I haven't seen Jordan in a while. Or know who every day. So I can't dispute what he's saying. Or who every day. I haven't seen Jordan in a very long time now.
Okay.
So if Vieira is saying that he needs confidence now, I give him the benefit of the doubt.
Okay. Yeah, here the national team, all of you said, as much as exit, even the last Nations Cup, he was our go-to man. He scored, I think, about 3 goals in Egypt, my Black Stars. So you should redefine his position as a ball playing centre forward to a much more clinical centre forward. Do you agree on that? Do you agree with that?
That he should be what?
I said, Jordan loves to play football. He loves to take defenders or no train or bet you ball. But he should redefine, just like a Cristiano Ronaldo redefining himself. Said yeah, or started first, train, to much more a goal-oriented striker.
What would you have preferred?
A goal-oriented striker.
You want to go oriented than being a team player?
Not just being a team player, but not just dropping deep, taking a ball, distributing, but scoring goals.
If you don't have,
because national team, any goals
if you don't have the supply as a striker, it's very frustrating.
Yeah,
and
that is true.
No, because of what that capability of taking on players, coming to take the ball and doing should go in Egypt, the one that Kasim gave him the pass. Very difficult ball. Unya access now is difficult. Very, very difficult. That's why Obo no one topper. For me, I think say a hard drink because when you supply now, he'll be just standing there and the balls will not be coming. And Jordan that I know, or maybe you too, you don't just sit down there or stand there and wait in some of the ball never back. He'll go and take the ball himself. So he end up by the time Abia or poor nation now so just all the more we born next year. But people don't get he doesn't get that recognition from people because and you're next year. But football is not that. Football is teamwork. Football is teamwork. By the time we do pull and on maybe no abreast, so you have no option than to give a pass for somebody to score. And then you score, you'll not be credited because then you're not shared. But it's not fair on him.
But as a family, are you worried? 2 seasons ago, 11 goals for Palace. Last season 1 goal. This is the one shared. I said the trend is coming now. Are you guys worried?
Like I told you earlier on, the more focus is being a team player than being an individual player. For me, that's what is important to me. That's what is important. Being a team player and making sure, say, when the need arises for him to give an assist, you give the assist. When he's in a position to shoot, you shoot. And not sure, about left foot, he didn't direct the ball. Or directed ball, maybe on target. Wrong. So it's not about him scoring, being no. It shouldn't be about him all the time. No. That's why there are 11 players on the pitch. If he can't score, somebody else will score. You need free move. Boy, and anybody no buy or share. You slow buy and also share. Not the teamwork.
Okay. Maybe manager of the Ayus, and then Edin Cohen, a very real interview on our 98.9 FM. You said, when interview, no problem. But yeah, we appreciate your time with us. We appreciate your time with us. But we didn't ask it. I'm saying a very busy schedule.
You're welcome.
Final words to among for a team.
We say me sounding like GFA president.
No, about a
but I will still emphasize you.
Negative.
A doso. Some of the things we say and write about a team, Thank God, Facebook, memories. I'm sure some of the things pop up now. You ask yourself, did I say this? Benya, you ask yourself, did I say this? When Facebook brings you memory of things, all the things we say, let's be careful the things we put out there. This is our product. Yeah, idea. We won't get Ivorians or Guineans or Burkinabes coming to talk about the Black Stars for us. No. Let's find a way of encouraging the team. Overhard Napobiana say your bosses don't encourage you. You think you'll be motivated to come and sit down here and do the work. No. They're also human beings to say, yeah. Don't think they're more me a superhuman. As soon as they step on the pitch, they have to score 5, 6, 7, like Songo has been saying. Almost share 10, almost share 5, almost share this. No, the people they are playing with, are they not human beings? They're also motivated. The fact that they even have a big names like Pate, Dede, Jordan, and Ko, no, a weekend team because sometimes you have 2, 3 players handle one player. But if you have players like that on the pitch now we say, Pate 2 players a handle now. You should be smart enough say, okay, so 2 players now, there's a hole, I have to utilize it. If you don't utilize it, what can they do? They're not magicians. They're human to say, yeah. Sometimes you should go into your boss the way we go hard on these boys.
Very well said. Really, that's it. That's very much to hear. Fantastic. But I mean, Miss Anna, so Miss Anna, much to hear the idea. Bibi,
Bema,
and I pay that's it.
let's make that
Energy.